Greetings, tribe. Welcome back to our great big mission of empowering people with big hearts to achieve big wallets. And it is through discovery of these opportunities that we find the medium, the vehicles, and the methodologies to get from those intentions to those incomes. Today, with me, I have a fresh opportunity with the CEO founder herself, someone I'll get a chance to discover her story, her vision, her actual mission of what she's building here with Crybex, how we can be a part of it. And this is that interview. So enjoy getting to know her and the opportunity we have in front of us. So, Maria, thank you deeply for sharing your time with us and for sharing your story. First and foremost, how did you start in this journey of becoming an entrepreneur, then a digital entrepreneur, then a founder yourself?
Thank you very much, Sal, and thank you to everybody here and who's going to watch the replay. I value your time and I appreciate it because that's our most important commodity. My story started when I was 24. I felt terribly ill. To make a long story short, I developed 4 incurable autoimmune disorders. For 5 years, I walked around where they told me it's all in my head. And that's where my journey started, investigating what if they are right. And it is all in my head, but I knew I did not feel like that all the time. So that way is where self-development, neuroplasticity, gut health, quantum healing, and everything in between came in. At the age of around about 30, while I was doing my day jobs, I did my first Forex trading course. Life happened and I never became a trader. I went through 40 years of fire. I cannot try to explain it. It's in the interview, we can't go into depth into this. But I honestly prayed every night to not wake up the next morning. Then 20 years ago, I had a little girl. She was 15 months when I walked away from the relationship. When I got divorced, I was retrenched from a very high-paying job. And I went through anything and everything possible that you can think of. And I think it is one of my biggest advantages because that makes me have empathy with almost anybody. I had a very happy childhood, and if it was not for that childhood, I would not be able to go through what I went through in adult life. And because of that, I don't judge anybody because it could have been me. I know what most situations feels like, and thus I can kind of put me in almost anybody's shoes. So 10 years ago, when my second husband passed away, I decided to put trading and bots together. And that's where the interesting journey started that most of you have been through. What I did not know at that time was what I was looking for at that time is only becoming available now. Only big corporate companies could afford trading bots at that stage. And so, because of me searching for the impossible and something that at that stage did not exist for everybody on the street, I went through every rug pull, fake, scam, and everything that you can imagine. So that is the long and the short of my journey.
Wow.
And then 4 years ago, on the 22nd of the 1st, 22, I healed online in less than 2 hours from all 4 conditions, which the professors that diagnosed and treated me all those 32 plus years told me it's impossible, there is no cure. So I have, even before that, believed that anything is possible and nothing is impossible. And when everybody told me and the professors told me it's impossible, I told them I will find it. Now, the interesting part is I did not find it. It found me. As with Crybex and passive income, which is because of my illnesses that I was looking for passive income, I did not find Crybex and coding. It found me. But I believe it happened in that manner because of who I became. And that's the long and the short of the story.
So there's a lot of healing, both physically, mentally. It seemed like there needs to be a separate interview as well as maybe a book written about how you went through that mentally, physically, psychologically to
Mm.
heal from within. I think the person you became in the process of healing yourself. And were you an entrepreneur before you went through all of that, or did you discover more of your wings, your own potential as you also worked on yourself and overcame these health challenges?
I've always wanted to be an entrepreneur,
Mhm,
but I've been for short terms. I had my own costume and party hiring shop.
mhm,
I ran guest houses. Since before I went to school, I wanted to be an artist.
mhm,
And I think because I never lived out my real passion, I've done anything and everything in the world. If somebody asks me, what are you doing?
mhm.
Or what do you do? I tell them, what do you want done? If I don't know how to do it yet, I'll learn how to do it.
Man,
It was
that's
literally a life journey. Life took me from one thing to the other.
mm,
I always tried to plan my life. And when I was young, I think I was kind of a control freak because I would have spreadsheets for my budgets and this much is cleaning. When I come back
yeah.
from the shop, I would feed it in the system. And then life took me to where I had to live from hand to mouth. And how do you plan a life
Yeah.
where you are so ill? I worked for the oldest insurance company in South Africa as an advisor. And on the 15th of November, I was so ill that the professors asked me what's going on. I said, I don't know. It's just snowballing. So on the 30th of November, they declared me disabled. And 3 months later, so when I was disabled, I decided, okay, let me plan this life now from here onwards,
Mhm.
because I can never plan my life. And I planned this disabled life. And then 3 months later, in less than 2 hours, everything turned, and it's not a 360-degree. I always say it's like a whirlwind grabs me, it twists me around, and when I come to a standstill, I must decide, okay, which direction now?
I,
So now I was healed, nobody believes it, and I felt it was wrong and unethical to keep claiming disability if I felt better than I felt at 14. Now, at 14, I got the silver medal in my province running the 4 kilometers in 16 minutes and 20 seconds. So, how do I plan a life that keeps changing like that in seconds? It's not possible. I've got this big picture in front of me,
mhm.
and I've learned I don't drag the past behind me. I do not worry about the future. I live in the present with a vague plan for the future. I plan knowing
Yeah.
99% of it can change
Yeah.
any minute.
That's I find that to be quite the right path because we tend to have so much going on from the past and future, and I really resonate with your healing journey. As many of my audience knows, I've been going through a health journey myself. I'm curious, you mentioned twice about this 2 hour that changed a lot for you. Can you summarize that before we move on to the
It's
compensation?
very interesting. At that stage, I didn't know what hit me. Long time ago, the doctor sent me to a psychologist that taught me how to do self-hypnosis for pain management. And I thought it was something like that. So I went into this, I spoke at this summit. It was called the Abundance Summit.
Mm.
And it had nothing to do with healing or any of that. It was about money.
Oh, okay.
And this was the last workshop. And I did not watch the day when this gentleman gave his presentation. And when I went into it, it was about unblocking of subconscious mind money blocks.
We all need
My
that.
healing was a byproduct of that.
Wow.
So it becomes very complicated. I've learned as I went along how complicated it is and how it's about sub and even super conscious mind. It's quantum physics, it's gut health, it is neuroplasticity, it's everything intertwined. And then you add to it things like things I knew nothing about. I've learned about that since my healing, and I've experienced it. Then you add to it stuff like spiritual attacks. I don't know anything about past lives, but all the scriptures tells us it gets carried out from one generation to the other generation.
Mm-hmm.
And you all add your upbringing, what you went through, your beliefs, and everything, and it becomes really, really complicated. It's not that simple to heal your money issues, your mind issues, your physical issues, and they all impact your body in the end. And that's what we don't realize. When they say that it's all in your head, know that it is actually all in your head, but just not the way the Western doctors tells you. But what you think, what you focus on, what you believe creates in the end the physical aches and the physical problems in your body. I do not feel exactly the same way as I did just after my healing. And about a year, 2 years ago, I said, I assume my next lesson is to figure out how to get back there and stay there.
Wow.
It is really, really complicated. And I started with a money part. I start with making passive money because of my experience and knowledge. If somebody is under money survival stress all the time, you secrete certain hormones, brain chemicals, you've got a day job, you've got your wife, your husband, the kids, illnesses, all the other stresses. And if you are under money stress, it is almost impossible to give attention to the holistic person, which you have to give attention to. And that is why I start with the money.
Yeah.
But the money is only the first step. And if you are not going to give attention to the other things, you're going to lose the money.
Yeah. Oh, wow. That is also.
So it's a combination. I just start with the money because of what I've been through, knowing that when you're in that kind of survival, you cannot give attention to anything else physically because of brain chemicals, hormones, the stresses, the whole life situation. So I just start with money, and that's where Crybex comes in. For more than 10 years, I've been looking for a tool that can lift people out of poverty. Big team leaders make people millionaires and multimillionaires. And I said to them, if somebody has money, there are many systems that can do that. I'm looking for a system that can, if I give somebody $100 as once off, that it can lift them in a third world country, and there are many in first world countries as well, your war veterans, all these people.
Yeah.
And everybody told me it's impossible. I had the conversation with somebody that's creating millionaires and multimillionaires about a month ago, 2 months ago. And he told me it's impossible. He said to me he had one person, but that one person was somebody in India, knew people with money. So as an affiliate who knew people with money, he could get out of it. But otherwise, it's impossible. So I said to him, well, maybe that's my next impossible. Maybe that's why God put me there.
Wow.
So, and I went and I took my old calculators out. Now, we don't have $100 package, but the non-profit that I can talk about later, we can get there. If you put $100 in Crybex and you leave it, if I take a South African, in 12 to 13 months, he can earn basic wages, minimum wages in South Africa. So I believe the tool and the exchange and the person and the platform again, I did not find this one. The others that rug pulled me and everything was what I found. It was sent to me. And if you go look at my whole story, I tell it openly, so there's nothing that I'm shy about or hiding. It's part of my purpose here is to tell my story and to show people that anybody can do it. I had to go through all these things, but if I give it to you on a silver plate, normally they don't accept it, as we know, because they don't know what 40 years under fire meant. But if you go look at the whole picture, if you tell me now I have to do and go through what I've gone through, I will tell you it's impossible. I cannot do it again. Humanly, it's not possible to go through that again. If you tell me what happened now with Crybex, it's humanly totally impossible.
Please.
From my side,
Yeah.
my will, who I am, where I was, this whole thing, only God, my creator, whatever you call him, only the creator could have done this. And this is applicable to Crybex as well. And where we are going with Crybex, it's humanly actually not possible.
Well, you definitely have me and our tribe intrigued, both about your story of how you overcame so much. That in itself, I think, needs to be studied. I'm quite curious to get to know more of how you did that, because you're absolutely right. There's a lot of things that are happening that is keeping us from discovering our potential, our success, our outcomes, and money is one of the most tangible things that we can try to work on and resolve. But from there, I think once people quench that immediate hunger of bills and stresses, then they can start turning attention to other very important areas like relationships and fulfillment and gratitude, and exploring, the other elements that we are too busy or too much stressed about money problems to notice. Saying,
The other important thing that I always say, is money is not everything, but not having any money, that is everything.
Wow. That's it's like that quote, money isn't the most important thing in the world, but it's right up there with oxygen. It's
Yes.
So tell us about the origin story of Crybex. You mentioned kind of its remarkable way that it came together, how it might have been brought to creation. What was your role in that, and how long ago did it come to life?
Okay, let me start with Crybex before me, okay? Dr. Cody worked for a big corporate company, and our 6 bots were designed, developed, refined in this big corporate company over 6+ years. So it started in 2019, though Crybex was only registered now on the 29th of September last year. So then Dr. Cody and I, with this big corporate company, we wanted we had this vision, and we wanted to do what we are doing now, but with them. Long story short, they could not see our vision, and they wanted to keep this awesome technology that can impact so many lives. They wanted to keep it for the few elite in their company. So then Dr. Cody, when we couldn't get it done with him, he said, okay, let you and I carry on with our jobs. And then we start this in the background, out of the garage kind of thing on our own.
Okay, a little startup.
Yes. So then we carried on. Last year, on the 20th of August, he phoned me and he said to me, I've resigned, and the engineers and the staff that wanted to come with me, we're going, are you coming with? So that is how it happened. It's only Dr. Cody and I. It's a small startup with all of his own funds, and it's not easy. We are 2 small fish in a big ocean with a lot of sharks. But we do not want to bring stranger investment and equity into it, because we've got this vision, and we do not want anybody to hijack this awesome tool and go the wrong direction with it, power, etc. We want to make lots of money, and we know we're going to make lots of money, but we want to have control of our mission, our vision, where we're going with it, and the lives that we wanted to impact. This is not for the small elite. This is for anybody and everybody who chooses. We want to impact millions of lives. Our vision as well is that there's such a lot of negativity around AI. It's going to take jobs, etc. And we want to counteract it. And we can, if people wake up and do get in early enough. But most people are going to wait until the pulper strikes the fan. They get fired because AI took their job, and they did not learn how to use AI. And then we will be the solution store.
So I heard that before AI takes our jobs, it will be people using AI that replaces people that don't use AI. So how are we
They
able?
already are.
They already are.
It's not, it will be.
Oh, wow.
The other day, I was asked to speak in a podcast or something where they said, is AI going to impact trading? And I said, that's the wrong question. It's doing it already. It's done it for many years.
Wow.
You just don't know it.
Wow.
I mean, it's been years since if you would purchase contracts on exchanges, on the big exchanges I'm now talking about, you got quoted by an AI. You just didn't know it. The AI did everything at that stage already.
So how is now the everyday person through Crybex able to leverage AI? Can you tell us a little bit about these 6 different algos and what Dr. Cody has created here that stands apart from what's may have been in the markets, or what is the unique elements that Crybex is bringing to the market and to our tribe?
Okay, number one, Crybex is an exchange. It's not a platform. It's a full exchange. So people cannot ask me, what is the daily ROI? It doesn't exist. It's an exchange. It's the first exchange that has its own bots embedded on it. There are many bots and many exchanges, but you have to import IP addresses and import your bot onto another exchange. Okay. So that's why we are called the first AI exchange.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Because our bots are embedded on the exchange. We have 6 bots, of we have only one that we have released to show and to let people experience it. Because we're not this big corporate, we cannot just let all of them out, get expert traders, which are really expensive to watch each one of them. So we only released the one, the scalp trader. Now, our scalp trader was reinforcing the learning system that's called PPO, which is the same type of technology used in advanced AI decision-making systems. So instead of following fixed indicators, the bot learned by analyzing large amounts of historical market data, and it simulates thousands of trades, and each outcome taught it what works and what doesn't. Okay. Then the profitable trades acted as rewards. So losses acted as penalties, and over the time, the system learned how to analyze and identify these entry points, manage risk, and exit quickly when the market changes against it.
It's like
so
those,
that's
it's like those AIs that were trained to play certain games, and points were the rewards, the losses were penalties, and over many iterations of playing the games thousands of times, they've learned how to navigate.
It's the same thing.
Yeah. Okay, that's pretty cool. Oh, wow.
So we only released that one. So it was tested in live markets with big real capital. And that helped us confirm the consistency, drawdown controls, and everything.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So that's the long and the short. Yeah. So that's more or less how the bot works. We've got different bots. This is the scalp trader.
When will the other
people
5...
go into our Zooms, they will see the hedge and everything. We talk about everything.
When would those other 5s be released? And do we get to choose where our funds participate in Algo 1, 2, or is it a combination?
Yes, as soon as we have enough users. Like I said, we haven't even launched. We just did a soft launch last week. We're planning around about second week of April. We're planning a pre-launch. Our coin is being designed. Our app will come out soon because most people are not on laptops. Most are on mobile. So that will be coming out soon. And our minimum investment, and not investment, deposit and withdrawal is $20.
Wow.
So we're going to have copy trading as well. And that's going to help people who cannot afford the currently $200, but the normal investment minimum is $500. So that's going to help people in third world countries and first world countries. Like I say, we are everywhere. There are people who cannot afford that. That $20 plus they will be able to grow it with copy trading until they can buy into a package that then runs automatically for them.
Nice. And I believe you can start even with just a referral link with a free account, even if you don't
Yes,
have the
you don't have
$20.
to invest. I show it in one of my accounts.
Mm.
We actually withdrew all the funds from my daughter's account
Oh,
that
yeah,
we
yeah,
show.
I saw that.
We withdrew everything so we could show people how you can earn without having an investment. So anybody who knows others, who's prepared to put the work in, they can start earning. That account on its own earned me $500. I've got another one that earned $700 for somebody else.
Wow.
So and that was on the old compensation plan. That was really so unattractive that none of the big leaders wanted to come in. So we changed the whole company so that we can attract the big leaders. So if it was on the new system, it would have been much more. So anybody can really, if they put just a little bit of work in, they can
do well.
participate.
I want to keep this short because we'll have future calls, and we also have, thankfully, some other parts of your team that can do the deeper dive of the reward plan, of the full presentation of the passive side, and other parts of their ecosystem. I wanted
can summarize that for you because it's
Sure.
actually very easy.
Sure, please.
If you want it.
Yeah, go for it. I'd love to hear from your perspective.
Okay. Number one, your investment is stacked or locked in for 90 days.
Okay.
You can add investment at any time. Let's say you've got a $3,000 investment that you made on the 1st of February, and on the 15th of February, you want to add another 1,000. You add it to the same account, but your 90 days will start from that amount, for that amount on that 15th day. Yeah. Okay, our trading results are phenomenal. Normally, your bot trades give you 3 to 7. You're lucky if it's 10%. Our bot success rate is around about 90%. And our target by the end of this year is we want to do as close as possible to 95% success rate. But over the past 5 months, it's been hovering just below and above 90%.
What does that translate to in terms of the
trading profits?
Trading profits, yeah.
The trading profits is determined by the market. So, but it's for safety, we say between 10% and 25%. We've never seen a 10%, but we have seen in my daughter's account in the first month upwards of 40%.
Okay, let's just pick somewhere in the middle, but it's healthier to give a range than a fixed number.
Around about 20 to 30.
Okay, that's more than fair. Now, tell us about what happens at the end of each staking. Is it as little as $20 to unlimited?
No. Deposit and withdrawal is $20.
Okay. Oh, deposit is $20, but staking is how much?
Deposit and $20 is $20. Deposit and withdrawal. No deposit fees and no withdrawal fees except for your gas fees.
Yeah.
Your minimum investment, we lowered it from $500 to $200. 30 days free bot trial. So the first month, there's no bot fee.
Okay.
As soon as your 30 days is finished, you could pay a $29 flat rate for any amount for your bot.
And you keep 100% of the profit of the bot? Except
for the comms that's going to go to your downloads.
Okay.
And there's a small a trading fee that you will see. We had to incorporate that when we changed the whole system.
Understood. So,
with your referral system, it's 10 levels deep.
Okay.
You basically have 2 lines. The one side is like your fast starting bonus. When somebody invests, you get an X% depending on the level that they are on that. Plus, on every day's trades, you get an X% of your downlines depending on which level they are.
Okay.
I can't remember them all out of my head because it's all brand new.
Yeah.
Then all your trading profits, your commissions, and your rewards are immediately withdrawable.
Is it paid out daily?
So as soon as you've got $20, you can withdraw.
Wow. So, and are these trading happening 5 days a week or 7 days a week?
7 days, it's crypto.
I
It never
know, but
stops.
unfortunately, some crypto companies they do 5 days a week as if it's
No, the
you know
bot
for
never stops. The only time that the bot stops is when I show it live to big leaders.
Mm,
I stop it to show them that we're not churning just the money around.
I see.
I show them the real bot.
Oh wow.
I stop the bot with the passwords.
Mm,
The whole bot stops, and then I restart it.
wow.
And that will see all the systems starting up slowly until it scans the market again.
That's
Only
beautiful.
Cody and I can do that.
Okay, sounds good. And to wrap up, I would love to know what are your big vision for 2026, the rest of this year, get-togethers, first company event, other products or parts of the ecosystem going live. What are the big plans?
Okay, like I already mentioned, we're aiming for the second week of April to have the pre-launch,
Mhm.
hopefully live somewhere, like a live event.
Oh, okay.
Then
That's great.
the launch of the mobile app.
Oh,
Our coin is being created. The copy trading, as well as our other 5 bots, should be out by the end of the year. It just doesn't make sense to run a system
mm,
and have all these things and nobody's using them.
yeah.
So we're slowly rolling them out as money preservation and everything as well. Then our aim is to, by the end of the year, to have around about 20,000 accounts, and we're looking at 100 million liquidity. And we
Okay.
want to fine tune our bot so that its success rate goes up to 95%, where it's now around about 90%.
All right. I'm looking forward to helping you guys on that vision. I think we can definitely do a lot more together than we can individually, especially with someone like you leading up the project. I think it's easy to talk to you, easy to understand why you're doing this and the big hearted nature that you come from on the personal health journey you've been on to now bringing something that can create abundance from the financial to other aspects of what you yourself have gone through and grown through. I'm really inspired by your story. I'm looking forward to sharing that with those of us that are also on a similar journey. I really love what you said at the beginning of our call, which is about the fact that gratitude is at the root of every aspect. It's not separate from any element, and that's the heart of what we are trying to achieve here. I look forward to getting this out to my community and with other members of your team doing a deeper um, presentation on the business elements. But I think it was important to hear from the CEO of what we have here and where it's headed. Main important aspect is it's an ecosystem with an exchange at heart, and it's creating its own algos that we're getting to participate in with a optional but very powerful referral program and having great access to our earnings. Thank you so much, Maria. With that, we'll hear a lot more from her and her story and our journey with Crybex. If you guys are interested in this project, make sure to join our team Telegram for this and start your journey. Start exploring with a free account, which you can earn with if you know people and you may not have the initial amount to start. But for those of you guys that are ready to add this to your portfolio, the link for this will be with the person that has shared this opportunity with you. With that, we'll see you guys in our team communities. Peace.